So the Los Angeles Lakers are maybe one of the less functional teams in the NBA. Sorry, talking too much about the WNBA. And their hunt for a coach is, again, it's going to be tough. Like, I don't think Darvin Ham is a very good coach, but I do think Frank Vogel is a very good coach, and they got rid of him because, as much as anything, he didn't really know how to use Russell Westbrook, which was a bad reason in hindsight to get rid of a championship coach. And not only a championship coach, a coach who was very good at Indiana as well. And obviously, given a defensive coach like Vogel, a team like Phoenix was just idiotic. But who the coach is going to be? A lot of people think it could be JJ Redick. Before we get on to the view, guys, are new to the channel, subscribe. If we can hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of this month, that would be absolutely insane. It's 28 right now. If we can somehow hit 4,000 by the end, we are that would be unbelievable. Considering where we are at the start of this month, like 500 subscribers, that is absolutely crazy. Either way, now let's get on to the main part of the video. So JJ Redick is one of the better basketball minds on the planet. I don't think anyone's really going to I don't think anyone's going to question that. Like, there's a reason why, of all people, to have a podcast, especially when talking about the X's and O's of basketball, LeBron chose JJ Redick. Like, there is a reason for that, and it's because JJ Redick knows his stuff. He really, really knows his stuff, and is without question one of the smarter basketball brains on the planet. And a lot of the reason why people think he's going to be the new Los Angeles Lakers head coach is people think LeBron has a bunch of input. And according to LeBron James, he's got none. According to Windhorst, who knows as much as anything about LeBron, that LeBron has no input in this. And a big reason is I have a weird feeling there's no guarantee LeBron plays for the Lakers. Like, we've seen that it's looking like he's guaranteed to go into free agency. I think he's more than likely going to be a Laker. I don't think there's any guarantee that he's a Los Angeles Laker next year. So I don't see why he'd be pushing for his guy to coach the Lakers against him. It just wouldn't make any sense. But of all the candidates, like, originally people were like, oh, could they get Tyronn Lue from the Clippers? They're not getting Ty Lue from the Clippers. Like, and people saying LeBron is all the say in the head coach. They didn't sign Ty Lue. When he wanted Ty Lue, they did not sign Ty Lue. So that just kind of shows LeBron, yeah, he's going to have some say, but like every star player has some say. Heck, the Nets brought in Steve Nash because Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving liked them. So it's not like these stars have got no say at all, because they do. They 100% do in everything. For every big free agent signing, for every coach hire, for every trade, a lot of the time these teams will run it by their stars. Not every time, but a lot of the time teams will run it by their stars. If their stars say yes, their stars say no, they're going to likely go a little bit with the stars. But when it comes to JJ Redick, will he be a great NBA coach? I think it's hard to say straight away. Because a lot of the time people are saying, or a lot of people are saying, like, now, if JJ Redick gets the job, people are going to be in the dressing room like, is it JJ Redick talking, or is it LeBron talking through JJ Redick? Like, look, I don't think it's ever going to be LeBron talking through JJ Redick, to be honest. Obviously, the podcast would have to end. I don't think either of them would care that much about that. But NBA coaching is a lot more than knowing the game of basketball. And that is coaching at the highest level in any sport. Because at the NBA level especially, like, all you have to do, if you can put in a system, all you have to do is put in some sort of a structure and some sort of a system to suit your stars. That is basically NBA coaching and dealing with the players. Like, the triangle offense isn't this revolutionary offense. There's a reason why any other team other than Chicago, well, to be fair, it actually worked in LA. But when other teams tried to implement it, it didn't work. Because what Phil Jackson was so good at doing was he was good at keeping stars on the same page. He was able to command respect from Jordan, from Pippen, from Shaq, from Kobe. And there's not a lot of coaches in the history of the NBA that could have done that. That could have gotten enough respect to have so much respect that him saying Michael Jordan needed to shoot less and Michael Jordan taking that on board. And obviously he won, so people are obviously going to respect a coach who has won and a coach who has won 11 championships. But the best thing he was able to do was the man management. The fact is like, you're coaching guys that are better than you at the sport of basketball. Like Shaq, Michael Jordan, Kobe, Pippen, heck, Kukoc and Fisher and Powell and Rick Fox were all probably better basketball players than Phil Jackson ever was. But Phil Jackson, like, they called him the Zen Master for a reason. He was just able to get them all clicking. And it's not necessarily about who has the best basketball mind in that scenario. It's who's able to get a team just to play all being on the same page. Like, I can guarantee you that if we're looking at basketball minds, I would be shocked if Steve Nash doesn't have an unbelievable basketball mind. Like, the way he plays as a player, I would be shocked if he's not, like, one of the smarter basketball players ever been. Heck, Derek Fisher is probably one of the smartest players. Probably one of the smarter players around. Both of them were not very good NBA head coaches. And even someone like a Rondo. If you want to purely go IQ-wise and brain, Rajon Rondo should have been like Jason Kidd type situation where as soon as he retired or as soon as he stopped making teams, the team should have just brought him in as a coach. But that didn't happen. And it's probably not going to happen because Rondo, as far as dealing with people, is not going to be your greatest. Like, I don't think anyone's going to question that for Rajon Rondo. But that's where it's all going to come down to for JJ Redick, because it's all good and well being able to break down film. It's all good and well being able to know sitting from afar what a team needs to do to win. But the ability to know what will work and be able to implement that on a team of people, not just, this isn't 2K. This isn't putting in a custom tactic in a video game and all your players doing exactly what you want. Being able to put in a tactic and being able to get into players to buy in to whatever it takes. And if you're trying to win a championship, you've got to do that. And that's the one thing Steve Kerr is really good at. Like, I don't think Steve Kerr is this revolutionary coach. I actually think Steve Kerr, when the Warriors falls apart, is going to really struggle because all he knows is the Warriors. All he knows is small ball. All he knows is Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and we've seen him struggle to coach without them. Doesn't mean Steve Kerr is a bad coach at all. It means that Steve Kerr is obviously really good at coaching specific types of teams. And that's just in general what it is with the NBA. And it's going to be very difficult to get a first-year head coach in like a JJ Redick and be successful, especially because the Lakers are win or bust. Like, if the Lakers don't win, then it's a bad season for them. As like much as it shouldn't be, like, they're done. Like, in reality, they're done. Dallas are not old. Kyrie Irving is like, it seems like the injuries in Kyrie Irving's career means he probably doesn't have the miles on his legs that a lot of small guards his age have had. So it's not the worst thing in the world. He's probably playing 2 years, 3 years younger than he really is. Luka's not going anywhere anytime soon. And Dallas know how to build around Luka Doncic now for the first time in a while. So they're not going anywhere. Minnesota aren't going anywhere. OKC are only going to get better. Phoenix, I don't know. They're getting in a similar boat to the Lakers. Golden State are not going to compete. And then Houston are on the up and up. We're going to be seeing teams like San Antonio very soon with Wemby. So it's going to be very difficult for the Lakers to win anything. Or even, like, if the Lakers make the playoffs, as in our top 6 seed, it should be a success. The problem is LeBron James is there, so that's never not going to be a success. It's never going to be a success. So that's pretty much it. When it comes to JJ Redick being the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, I don't know how much he's going to succeed because, again, it's his first time coaching. And a lot of the reason why people think he's going to be such a good coach is because of the basketball mind. And I think he will be in general. I think he could be an unbelievable coach, but I don't think the Lakers is the right spot for him because a lot of being a good NBA coach, especially a winning one, is being able to get the team all on the same page. And all it takes is 1 to 2 players in that team having any sort of not even resentment, but like frustration towards anything that LeBron does, and it's going to be taken out on the coach. And when not every single player, like, players don't have to like each other, but they all have to be on the same page when they're on the court. All it will take is a little bit of frustration on anything LeBron does, which will lead to frustration in Redick, which will lead to the team not all being on the same page. And there's zero chance a team, especially a team who aren't the single most talented team in the league, of winning in that scenario.